guys, let's get the show on the road. Bear deterrents. Deterrents. We're not going to talk about bear, bear awareness and what have you in this video. I just want to do a review of the items that you see here. They are all bear deterrents. Some of them are okay, as far as I'm concerned. Now this is my personal opinion. This is my spin on these items. You have to test them out for yourself to see which one, which one of these you prefer. Now, the Bear Banger launcher kit and this signaling device, I'm going to call it a signaling device. I'm going to demonstrate at the end of the video. So let's start. Okay. Now, everybody knows what these things here are, right? They're little bells. I picked this little buddy up over here at Canadian Tire for $3. And what it is a simple bell made out of tin. It's got a metal marble inside that makes noise. So what you do, you attach it to your backpack or your foot, whatever, and as you're walking in the trails, this thing is ringing, and if there's a bear out in the distance, he'll hear it, and chances are it's going to take off. Now, what I like about this little gizmo, A, it's only $3, and B, it's got Velcro here which you can attach it very simply. Other places they sell just a bell like $5. And another little gimmick that they have, being it's a metal marble inside, this little tag over here has a magnet. So when you put the tag on the bottom, the marble just sticks to the bottom of the magnet and stops making noise, so it doesn't have to be a nuisance 24/7. Okay? This is one of the bear deterrents. Another bear deterrent is a good old-fashioned 3-inch diameter walking stick. Now, I like to make my walking sticks above my head, make them at least 6 feet high, so that I don't get poked in the face if I slip forward or I'm climbing up and I slip, whatever. I've mentioned this in another video. But with something like this, and by all means, you're not gonna hurt a bear with something like this, unless you take it from the thick end and you clock that sucker over the top of the head. Now, what are the chances that you're going to get a chance to, clock a bear over the top of the head? Very slim, although it's an alternative, I mean, look, it doesn't cost anything. You can make your own. Just make sure that they're nice and fat. And even Morris Kohansky suggests these things. A good bear bat clocked over the top of a bear's head will send that sucker running, or at least it's going to give him a headache. Enough time for you to, think of which tree you're going to run up on. Anyway, bear bat, walking stick combo. Not a bad idea. I met a lot of people who just carry forest axes with them. And trust me, a good forest axe, it could help you, all right? And we're not talking survival here, we're talking bear deterrence. Anything that you can strike or poke at that bear will most likely do the job, unless that bear is totally, totally sick and he's starving, and then he's going to really come after you and he's going to want to gobble you up. So in that event, you just do whatever you can to keep him off you, keep him at bay. The other thing that is available out in the market is a pen-type launcher kit made by True Flare. I picked this up at MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op, and it comes complete with a bear launcher, 2 bear bangers, and 3 flares. Now the beauty of this thing here is you can replenish your ammo, whether it be flares or bear bangers. And trust me, these things are loud, okay, and proven. The only issue that I have with these gizmos over here is that once you release the bolt and the firing pin hits the primer, it will launch that projectile that contains that bang, that gunpowder, about 300 feet, okay? Then it'll shoot off. Then you'll hear the bang. My problem is, let's say the bear's like, I don't know, 50 feet from you, whatever, and he's coming closer and closer, and you shoot this thing, and it bangs behind the bear. It'll scare the bear, I think, and come into your direction. Maybe yes, maybe no. But do you get my drift? Bear is here, bang here, you're there, bear goes from here, that away. Now, I don't know, but for 27 bucks, it's worth it. One thing that I do not have here, okay, is bear spray. Bear spray in my neck of the woods goes for about 50 bucks a can. There's an expiry date on it, and if it's windy, you're going to get that stuff. You got to go, you know, if it's windy, it doesn't always work. Expensive. Shoot it once, twice, it's gone, it's finished. You got to throw it away. So you just threw 50 bucks away. Mind you, 50 bucks to save your life is nothing, okay? We spend more money on foolish things, you know. I'm not telling you not to buy bear spray. For me personally, a can of cayenne, you know, I don't know. Depending on the way the wind is blowing, you understand what I'm saying. What I like to use also is a signaling device. It's in the shape of a revolver. Although this is not a replica, it is not a blank gun. This one is perfectly legal. I picked it up over the counter in a store in Montreal. And it works with primers. Not those 8mm or 9mm blanks that cost same price as a box of bullets. And in many cases, more money than the box of bullets. So, a box of primers here, you get like, I don't know, 100 primers, okay? And you're paying something like, I don't know, 7, 8 bucks, okay? And trust me, these are shotgun primers. This thing is loud, okay? I've used it, not to deter a bear, but I've used it in a tent, whatever. Mind you, if you use it in your tent, your ears are going to be ringing for a long time. But hey, if an animal comes around your camp at night while you're sleeping, you pull this sucker out, bang, 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 it's gone. And this is not a cap gun from the dollar store, okay? A pistol like this goes for about 150 bucks. But it's money well spent. You can keep it on your person, not in the city because you're going to get arrested for sure. But out in the open, out in the country, you can keep it on your person. It's a little heavy, but very loud. You get 8 shots, and 6 out of the 8 will work. Because don't forget, this is not the perfect pistol, okay? You are going to misfire with this thing, but you got 8 rounds, which I think are enough to deter a bear. And we are going to be, I'm going to show you this thing at the end of the video. Personally, I think the best way to go is a good old-fashioned flare, okay? These things cost about $5 each. You can pick them up at Canadian Tire, CA centers, etc., etc. They'll flash continuously for up to about 15 minutes, depending on the environment. I mean, if it's raining, windy, etc., etc. The flash, the stench, the smoke that this thing produces will keep a bear away from you, will keep a bear at bay for a while, trust me. Morse Kohansky talks about these things. He suggests these to everybody. I suggest them. They're a little heavy. You can't get them wet, although they are somewhat water resistant, you know, because of what their use is. And hey, you open it up, smack it, away you go, and you keep the bear at bay, okay? Excellent piece of kit Keep in your backpack, on your person. It'll fit in your pocket. You know, no big deal. Okay, guys, the flares. Now, you're all wondering what the hell that thing is doing down there. Yeah, well, if all else fails, guys, what I suggest you do, take out the AR, and I guarantee you, I even bet you dollars to donuts, the bear's, if you're a good shot, the bear's not going to come within 20 feet from you. And again, this is just a joke, guys. You don't go around carrying an AR in the forest, okay? This is just a joke. If everything else fails, take out the old AR. Now, let's position the cameras, and we're going to try these guys out. Stay with me. Okay, guys, so I just want to give you a closer look at the True Flare launcher kit. Like I said, it comes with 3 flares, 2 bear bangers, and the launcher. Now, to load, it's very simple. Okay, all you got to do is you take either your bear banger or your flare. Okay, you got to remove that safety cap that's protects the primer here. Okay. You screw it into position all the way. Make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. Now, this is your bolt. Okay. And where I have it now is in the safety position. All you got to do is remove your bolt from the safety position, bring it back with your thumb all the way, point it away from you, release the bolt, and it'll charge the primer, setting off either your flare or your bear banger. So let's give this guy a whirl. True Flare bear banger test. Fire in the hole. Enough to scare the whole neighborhood away, never mind a bear. Now let's try the flare. Fire in the hole. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention before, these True Flare kits, they come with different colored flares. You can get red for distress, white for location identification, and green for I'm okay. Now, the box of ammo alone, I think it goes for about 15 or 16 bucks, and the kit itself goes for 27. That's Canadian dollars. Now what I'd like to try is I want to show you guys the signal device that I use, that I carry with me most of the time when I'm out camping and bears are very active. Fire in the hole. You see misfire. And my ears are ringing. This thing is loud. So guys, that's it for our bear deterrent videos that I promised you that I would put out. I hope it was interesting. I appreciate any kind of comments you guys want to make, positive or negative. I mean, we're all learning here. If you got something to teach us, or you know, we can learn by exchanging ideas. feel free to comment, guys. So yeah, again, I hope it was interesting. I hope you know, I made it a little exciting. And man, oh man, those geese, they haven't stopped since last night. Thousands of them just coming by. Anyway, guys, thanks again for being with us here. We appreciate everything you do for us here at Boreal Bushcraft Canada. Until we meet again, see you guys on the next vid. So long for now.